Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
What's up, nerds? Welcome to another episode of the Multiverse Report. Tonight, we are recapping the week's nerdy news from Hell's Kitchen to Tashi Station and everywhere in between. Fuck ice. My name is Mike Gibson. With me, as always, is Steve Haller. What's up, Steve?
Nothing is up, Mike.
Nothing is up.
No.
Steve and I just spent the last 10 minutes talking about the band Rancid.
We did.
We could have started the podcast 10 to 15 minutes ago, honestly.
Yeah. No.
We're talking about music, and then we were on They Might Be Giants for a while, and then
Yeah.
somehow we shifted to Rancid.
Welcome to our brains, where you can shift from They Might Be
races.
Giants directly to Rancid.
And it makes perfect sense to the two of us.
Oh yeah. The conversation flowed quite amicably to Rancid, which is, hey, why not?
I'll talk about Rancid at the drop of a hat. You want to talk
Right.
about anyone wants to talk about Rancid, you just call me up.
Yep.
Yes, hello. Would you like to discuss the masterpiece that is Life Won't Wait? My name's Mike Gibson.
There you go.
Nice to talk to you, Rancid fan.
Do
I
we
also
have
would
any
love.
Rancid fans in the
I'm just
audience?
gonna. What's
I
that?
said, do we have any Rancid fans in the audience yet?
Any Rancid fans in the house? I'm just going to continue our conversation about Rancid as if we didn't just start recording
Right.
a live podcast.
That has nothing to do with Rancid.
Not at all. Not one thing. But you and I saw Rancid.
Yeah. Yep.
A summer or two ago.
Yeah, a great combo of Rancid, the Smashing Pumpkins, and then Green Day headlining.
In Green Day.
Playing
Yeah.
the entirety of American Idiot and Dookie.
And American Idiot. Yeah. It's insane.
Not two seminal albums in any of, folks of our generation's lives or anything.
Insane.
Yeah.
Just really insane. And it was insane. Now we're talking about Green Day, but it was insane when we were witnessing it. Like, we knew that's what they were doing. That was like the plan. We're going to see them play all of Dookie and all of American Idiot and other stuff before and in between and after, right?
Yep.
That was we knew they were going to do that. But by the time they finished Dookie and then played a couple stuff from Saviors and Brain Stew or whatever,
Right.
they
I was
they did a
waiting for
couple
them to
hits.
leave and hit the encore, and then we're done.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wait, they have to play all of American Idiot still. They haven't even started American Idiot, which is an hour-long record.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is
There's
great.
There's a
great guy.
reason that Rancid, who's headlined multiple international tours, got 30 minutes to play.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. When I decided to continue talking about Rancid, what I was going to say was that I hope that I get the opportunity to see Rancid again, not because they were bad, but because they only played a short opening set, and we saw them in a baseball stadium, which
That is the opposite venue to what you need to see Rancid in.
it's not the preferred venue for a band like Rancid. I want to see them in a small-ish theater club venue where I can knock around a little bit and it's a little dirty and it's a little gross,
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
So anyway, Rancid, go back on tour and come to upstate New York, please.
There we go.
Sometime soon. Anyway, this podcast is not sponsored by Rancid. Maybe it should be.
Yeah.
Maybe this podcast should be sponsored by Hellcat Records.
And also, if there's anyone new listening to us, this is not a music podcast. This is a
really not.
comics and pop culture podcast that, handles the week's nerdy news.
Maybe you should put a little Rancid logo in the thumbnail for the YouTube video, just so maybe it'll attract you new people looking for Rancid videos.
Yeah, put the Skull and Bones from Rancid 93 on there, and it'll be perfect.
We'll suck them in with Rancid talk, and then bait and switch them. Oh, we're talking about Daredevil. Oh, gotcha.
Yep. There's dozens of us that would hit that transition, Mike. So nice one.
Probably more than dozens.
Oh, I'm sure.
My guess is that people that like Rancid and people that read comic books, pretty wide center of that Venn diagram is my guess.
I think you're onto something here.
So anyway, currently not sponsored by Hellcat Records, but maybe someday. Currently, we are sponsored by Funky Town Comics and Vinyl,
where you can buy some of those Hellcat records on vinyl.
That's true. You can buy Rancid records at the Camillus location or at the Cicero location, most likely. And if they don't have them in stock, they could probably order one for you.
It's true.
That's something that they can do.
Actually, that's where I bought Uh, oh God,
Tomorrow Never Comes.
yes. I was like,
Yeah.
after we had this conversation already. What came after Let the Dominoes Fall? But again,
Yeah. Yep. Camilla's location of Funky Town is open again, correct? They had
yes,
a
they are.
second water main break
Mhm.
over this past week, but it was not as severe, and they were able to only be closed for about a day, I believe. So that's crazy.
Yep.
But Cicero's been open the whole time. They're stocked with records and comics. Camillus is also stocked with records and comics. So check out Funky Town Comics and Vinyl. I have not been there in too long of a time.
I actually grabbed my poll this week, which
Oh,
was
nice.
backlogged because I was out of town 3 of the last couple of Wednesdays. So
Yeah.
I finally am
Yep.
able to catch up on some things, including the Fraction Batman run, which, let me tell you, still cooking.
Another one coming out this week, and I'm gonna make sure that I am stopping in to pick that up. And also, I should have Martian Manhunter from last week or 2 weeks ago that I
That
haven't
was
gotten,
that was last week. I grabbed that. Haven't read it yet, but I mean that series has been. I mean, it's Denny Camp right now.
Yeah.
Is there a hotter name in comics?
I don't know. That series has done no wrong.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to dive in. Something else that I can't wait to dive into is season 2 of a show that I like quite a bit. Technically, season 5 of a show, really.
Right. It's like
If you can think about it either way.
3.2 or 5 or however the hell they want to
Yeah.
pull it off. But either way, it's a bunch of episodes that come after Daredevil, the Netflix show.
That's right. And this is season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. But since it's the same continuity, it's technically just season 5 of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Right?
That works.
Yeah. We got a trailer for season 5 of Daredevil and a new release date. I thought that I had read that it was coming out on March 4th, my birthday, again.
Yeah.
Season 1 did. And they moved it. It's March 24th, later in the month. We're getting Daredevil season 2. And we got the first official trailer this week. It's not the longest trailer. We don't get a ton of plot. It's just a series of shots, some action, some romance, some otherwise. A few lines of dialogue, but not much from Matt Murdock himself. Actually, I think the only lines of dialogue are from someone we knew was returning. But boy, is it nice to see her again. Jessica Jones is in this trailer. Kristen Ritter.
I was thinking that, like, I watched it and I was surprised, and then I remembered that we knew that.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, she's back.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we knew she was back. Okay. Like, settle down.
Yeah, same. Like, I knew that she was going to be in the trailer because of something I read online before I watched it. We had talked about it on the show, how it was rumored that she was going to be involved. Then she was like in New York City shooting something. And then they officially announced that she was back as Jessica Jones. And then but as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh man, it is great to see Jessica Jones again. I love that character. I love that show. It makes me really want to rewatch at least like the first season of that show. So good.
And she's
but that's not it.
We get smacking someone with a door and making them fly somewhere. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
So good, so good. And I read some kind of quote about, I can't remember if it was Kristen Ritter saying this or just like somebody that worked on the show, but why they wanted to bring her back specifically is because Daredevil, Matt Murdock, is like steeped in a lot of like drama.
Yeah.
Most of the time, and she's someone that just doesn't give a shit about that stuff at all. It just cuts kind of through all the bullshit to get to the point. So she's a great like foil for him, I think. And like even just seeing them work together in the Defenders, which as a whole, maybe not the best series of television ever, but my favorite parts of that series were the back and forth between Matt and Jessica.
Absolutely.
I think for sure. So that was great. Well, we also get a lot more in this trailer. We get a lot more of Karen Page, who was barely in season 1. We get a bunch of shots of the two of them being very romantically involved, which I guess I wasn't sure that it was going to lean so hard into that romance in this season. We also get a few shots of Bullseye, not in prison anymore. Was he out? He was out of prison at the end. No, he busted out of prison in season 1.
Yep.
Right? With the tooth. He
Yep.
used a tooth, shot it through a dude's face or something.
Oh yeah.
Insane.
Like
Oh man.
I think we talked about it then, but think about that whole scene. If you didn't comprehend what was like, yeah, there was the first fight scene and all that. If you didn't know
Yeah.
Bullseye's character and you saw that, you're like,
Yeah.
what the hell is happening?
Yeah. How's that possible?
Yeah.
Well, it's not possible. It's a comic book show.
Right.
We get more Vanessa. We get more of Wilson Fisk boxing somebody, punching him in the face so hard that blood is flying out of their
Not
face all over the
arrested
place.
and not in prison.
And not in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, we knew from Echo and whatnot, but
yeah,
that was all I could think about was even just seeing him boxing with the blood in that made me think of him just exploding the dude's head in season 1.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah,
the Netflix show.
right. It's like, oh, they're still like they're leaning into Fisk still being Fisk at least.
Yeah, for sure. And they did that in season 1 of Born Again as
Right.
well, in ways that were dark and gruesome, kind of, and tragic. So I don't know. I guess like I knew I was excited for this show, and this trailer was just like a reminder of just like, oh yeah, you love this.
Yeah.
Yep, I sure do. Because the trailer opened with Matt and Karen slow dancing.
Right.
And being so in love. And then it cut to like Bullseye, Poindexter going into like a diner or something.
And just every shot of him in this trailer was him just smiling.
Yeah.
And being
creepily.
happy. And it's like
creepily.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith famously did a run of Daredevil where he killed Karen Page. I really don't want them to do that in this show. I really don't want her to die.
I don't either, but as you're insinuating, the way they're showing her in this just screams, yeah, she's not making it up.
That's the first thing I thought. When they were like happy and slow dancing and smiling, I was like, she's going to die. They're going to kill her.
Oh, you've also read a Daredevil book?
Yeah. And I just really don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Because I love Karen Page. And people were really mad at Kevin Smith in the 90s when he killed her in the comics. So like, don't do that, Marvel. Disney, don't kill her.
I mean, how does
break them up? Fine, break them up.
Right.
Something, but don't kill her. She's a great character.
She is. And even in season 1, like when she showed up and then didn't get any screen time for the rest of the show, effectively.
Yeah, she was in episode 1 and then moved away and then came back in the last episode.
Right. Like, but there were so many people that were outraged of like, oh, she was there. Why didn't you use her? And stuff like that. It's like, I mean, I don't disagree with you. However, they at least made some excuses around it. They didn't just flat out kill her.
Yeah. And they killed Foggy in season 1.
And then he shows up in the trailer for season 2.
Right. That's got to be a flashback.
I have no idea, but I would assume so.
I mean, he's dead. Like,
are they going to...
They're not magic. This isn't the kind of show where they magically resurrect somebody.
No, but the first thing my brain went to, because we're doing the stupid multiverse thing, is this straddling Secret Wars? And I don't... Doomsday. And I don't believe it is. But that was the first thing that popped into my head was like, oh, are they doing a weird Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing where the TV is following the movies and it's never going to make sense again?
Yeah, so, I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not.
And it's funny because I loved that when they did it for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was like, oh, this is a novel concept of, the first couple episodes that happened after the Avengers assault, like showed the ramifications from it. It was like, oh, this
they
is
talk
great.
about it all the time in those Netflix shows. They talk about the battle in New York, and they reference the Avengers and stuff in the first couple seasons of those.
Yeah,
Daredevil and Jessica Jones and stuff. Yeah.
So,
I don't know, but because they killed Foggy, I don't want. That's another reason I don't want them to kill Karen. Like, I don't want them to just like
Matt's
completely obliterate the characters from the other show that I love so much. But I'm not holding out a ton of hope right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll just break up. Because he did have another love interest whose name I don't remember, who we did see in this trailer as well. But they broke up during season 1. Remember he was dating that other... She wasn't a lawyer. Was she a lawyer?
the
No, she wasn't a
psychiatrist
lawyer.
for
Psychiatrist. Yeah, that's right. She was
Fisk
dating Fisk's he was dating Fisk's psychiatrist. But they broke up because he got mad that she was treating Fisk.
Oh, yeah. Which was after the whole Muse thing, and
yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she kills
she was
Muse,
she was
right?
the
Didn't she
target
shot- yeah.
for Muse, and then
Ooh. Making me want to rewatch season 1. Making me want to rewatch season 1.
Yep.
Boy.
Yeah, it was going into that first season, all of us were like, all right, can Disney deliver on the Netflix series that we all loved?
Yeah.
And I think for what Disney could do, I think both of us would give it a solid A.
I think they more or less did. My expectations were like real low
Also
for
true.
it being anywhere
Same.
close to the Netflix show. And they got as close as they could, I think. Not a perfect not I it wasn't perfect, but I loved it. And I had problems with it. But I had problems with some of the stuff on the Netflix show too. So like what am I talking about? Who cares? And
you know what people in the chat are
clearly
talking about, though?
that's canonical in the MCU now. And now clearly the Jessica Jones series is canonical in the MCU. Does that mean that Luke Cage and Iron Fist are too? I don't know. We're gonna see them anytime soon?
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Cage.
I
Iron
would love
Fist
to see
a little
Cage.
less so, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if they're gonna like do Iron Fist well, I'll take him back. I would love
Also
Iron
true.
Fist.
Yeah, 100%.
Make him good. Just write a better character. Keep the same actor. I don't give a shit about the actor.
To be fair, it's a low bar to clear to ever
Very.
rate it big.
Very.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was
Speaking
I
of those,
almost want to rewatch that though.
Iron Fist?
Yeah, it was almost bad enough that my brain is like, you know what? I kind of want to see that again.
Can't be that bad.
It's got to be. It's the opposite of like, you know, I think both of us have gone back and watched like Thor: Dark World and some other movies, but like, you know what? These are good. Like
Dark World's
these
good.
actually
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I from now on will go to bat for Thor: The Dark World. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. It's just it's not the movie you wanted it to be, but it's a good movie.
Right.
It's better than a lot of stuff that they've put out since then, for sure.
I think like Iron Man 3, same kind of deal.
I love Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. I never had a problem with Iron Man 3.
I
just love
came
it
around
more.
on it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's, you know, make a good movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Easy concept. You do, for the record, you do have an admirer in the chat.
An admirer?
Yeah.
It is getting close to Valentine's Day now that we're in February.
Well, that Valentine may say he loves your beard and also sell you comics. So, Mr. Jesse Humiston is in the chat.
Oh, hey,
As is Brian.
Jesse. Thanks for being here, buddy. And thank you for liking the beard. I like it as well.
It's an all beard podcast now.
I guess so. This is the longest I've ever had a beard. I'm probably going to keep it at least through winter times. I'll probably
see. It does work very well as insulation.
It really does.
Yeah.
Shockingly.
Yep.
It's not a joke. It really works.
I was skiing in negative 11-degree weather tonight, and it just turned into a ball of ice, and it was fine.
Wow. Interesting choice.
Well, kid had practice. That was the wind chill. It was technically like 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Makes it slightly better, right?
Well, I am pumped for Daredevil Born Again Season 2, coming March 24th. While we're talking about Marvel, I'm not going to say anything spoilery, Steve, because I know you haven't seen it yet. But before we move on, while we're talking about Marvel TV, I got to say, I watched all of Wonder Man since last week, and that show is great. It is great. It's great. It's like, it's made really well, shot really well, directed really well. It looks really good. It's got great colors in it. The acting is superb. It's like a two-hander. It's just like Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Ben Kingsley, both great actors. They're given good material to work with. They have a lot of chemistry together, the two of them. It's really good. It's a human story, relatable stakes, relatable emotions coming from the two actors. It is not about superpowers. It is not about trying to defeat a arch enemy of some kind. It is not about who can blast the biggest beams from their hands or who can open up the bigger portal in the sky. It's not about that. If you want it to be about that, you're going to go in not liking it. Like, just watch the show that they made and don't look for the show you want. Right? That's what too many people do that. And too many people I'm seeing online being like, he only uses his powers a couple times. Like, yeah, well, guess what? It's not about that. Stop looking for the show that you wanted them to make because they didn't make that. Watch the show that they made. It's so good. It may be my favorite Marvel TV show. Wow. It was great. It was like a complete breath of fresh air for me. Complete, like, it felt like nothing else that they've ever done. And I would just take so many more things like this that are, like I said, rooted in human emotion and experience and just superfluously tied to superpowered people in any kind of way. It was very, very good.
So
that's go watch Wonder Man, people. It's great.
It's going to sound crazy, but they've had a lot more hits than misses recently, TV-wise.
Oh, sure. I know. Yeah. It doesn't sound crazy.
Like, well, that was the thing, though. For the longest time, people were kind of shitting on the fact that you had all this TV, all these movies.
For the longest time. Sorry.
But you know what I mean? Like, they were, it was, you can't do this because we've got all the TV shows and all the movies and all this. If they're good, I don't make the 6 a year. I don't care as long as they're good.
Yeah.
It was the fact that we had all of them that were kind of getting to become shit.
Yeah. Or like maybe they didn't stick the landing, or maybe the effects weren't there when they needed to be, or there's a couple episodes in the middle that don't make sense, or your secret invasion and the whole thing is nonsensical drivel.
Right.
That it shouldn't exist at all.
I mean, yeah, think about their last non-animated, their last TV shows were Ironheart, which was fine. It was,
I don't know, man. I couldn't finish Ironheart.
Yeah.
I could not get through it. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was.
I trust me. It's not winning any reward.
I heard a lot of people that liked it. I just didn't work for me. But
I would be remiss if I said it was the last two episodes were like great for me to get through. They weren't.
Yeah.
But it was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't some of the shit they've put out in the past.
Sure.
Daredevil Born Again, obviously, both of us are high on. Agatha All Along, which I believe both of us are well above what we thought it was going to be.
Way better than what we thought.
And Echo, which same kind of deal.
So good.
And then Loki season 2.
Oh yeah, Loki.
And then Secret Invasion.
I was in the minority of people that didn't love Loki season 1. I thought it was okay.
Right.
Loki season 2 was great.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And then I didn't expect anything from Agatha, and it was great.
Yep.
Same thing with Echo. Born Again, we talked about. Yeah, right. I know. They know what they sometimes still know what they're doing. I feel like, and I think a lot of these. What's that?
I almost feel like Secret Invasion spoiled a lot of people on all this, and just like turned people off because it was so bad.
So bad, exactly. They're like, I'm not sitting through another one of these.
Yep.
You know what are we doing? Secret Invasion is the worst one, hands down, which is such a shame because you have Samuel L. Jackson.
You have Samuel L. Jackson. You have Kingsley Ben-Adir as the one of the villains. You've got what's her face?
Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke. There you go.
And fucking Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
You've got a great team of actors there. What are you doing? How does this cost $300 million and suck shit at the same time? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. But even if you do count the animated stuff, Eyes of Wakanda was great. X-Men 97 was great. I didn't watch the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but a lot of people loved it.
Yeah, I watched most of the first season. It was solid. I'm watching it at the pace of an 8-year-old, so you know how that goes.
Right.
But yeah,
Also,
everything I saw
you
was
know
good.
what? For not loving, you and I don't love the What If series,
Right.
but spinning out of that, did you watch Marvel Zombies?
I didn't. Mostly
I
because it
watched Marvel
spun out of
Zombies.
that.
That was pretty fun.
Nice.
That was pretty fun.
There you
For
go.
like again, it's a clearly an expanded What If kind of thing.
Right.
Um, but like spoiler alert, but like at the end, you've got this cool thing where like the Hulk has somehow inhabited the Infinity Gauntlet and is just like wielding the power of all the Infinity Stones at the same time, but like the zombies are coming to try to like take it from. It's just this cool like
Right.
I don't know, I've never seen this before. This is cool as hell.
It
Yeah, it was great.
actually does it actually, fit what you'd expect out of a comic book What If?
Yeah, I
There you
think
go.
over the course of like the 4 episodes or whatever that it is, yeah. And they like it's not a definitive ending. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a
Yeah.
short season 2 or another 4 episodes this
I
year
think
or something
you
like
know
that.
what? I think that might have been my problem with What If, like the show is
Yeah.
like most of the What If comics like have a arc or like a contained
Yes.
story within them. And it was just like this just feels drawn out or way too
Yeah.
there's too many moving parts, something's a little too awkward, and it just
Yeah.
kind of lost the
Or
plot
it's
for
like
me.
yeah, or what ifing things that I'm just not interested in
Right.
in general, that's the other part of it too.
I
Um
think didn't we both kind of were like the first couple episodes we're like, oh, that's a cool idea.
yeah,
And then the
yeah,
more
for
it,
sure.
like halfway through season 1 I was just like, I'm done. Can't
Yeah.
can't
I
handle this.
finished season 1 and I was like, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
I'm done. But yeah, Marvel TV definitely more hits than misses, I think.
Especially in
Um
recent history. Although,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, going farther back on it, you got like She-Hulk, which I both of us liked.
I love She-Hulk. I love Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I liked Moon Knight. All 3 of those were watchable for sure.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. Of all
yeah,
those, would you have expected Moon Knight to be the least watchable?
yeah, no, for me, yeah, and because Oscar Isaac is incredible in that series,
Yes.
and like he's so good.
I mean,
So
and the series is actually relatively, well written, and there's enough
yeah,
pieces to the puzzle. I think the CGI really turned a lot of people off, though.
yeah, yeah,
You know.
and that I mean for She-Hulk too. She-Hulk's got as much as I like She-Hulk, it's got some pretty dodgy CGI
Oh,
in it
100%.
for sure.
Though
Um,
sometimes I actually wonder if that was a self-aware thing.
really,
There, some of them are like so bad that you're like, "Oh, did they intend it to do that?" Or
I don't know. I find it easier to excuse stuff like that in a TV show.
yeah,
It's hard for me to excuse it in a movie because it's like, TV shows are often made at a quicker pace,
yep,
except when there's something like Ironheart, which took them 5 years to make. And to its credit, the effects in Ironheart look incredible.
yeah,
Like the suit looks great. Like she's flying around, that looks really great. Maybe She-Hulk was like a little rushed or didn't have like the time to like make the effect shots. But like I'm used to, watching like CW shit like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and stuff where like the computer animation in that show is like real janky.
oh yeah,
Of course it was another time, but also like even at that time you could be like, that's not real. Like you could tell
right,
it didn't look good, but you just bought it because you love the show. You're buying into the characters and you're following what they're doing. So like I'm in. I don't care how shitty that monster looks like. I'm into this.
yep,
That's kind of how it is with something like Moon Knight or She-Hulk. I'm like, I like this show, so like, yeah, that boy, does that those logs falling down on that truck look real bad, but whatever. I'm in. I'm watching it. I care. Anyway,
I mean,
that's enough Marvel talk. More Marvel talk than I thought we're gonna
yeah,
hang on to. But speaking of people talking
mm,
and Marvel people talking,
it's
someone
true.
who used to work for Marvel and hasn't in a little bit, Mr. Taika Waititi, had something to say about his recently confirmed still alive, quote unquote, Star Wars script that he has written and turned in, confirmed by Kathleen Kennedy in her interview that she gave to Deadline before she left her position at Lucasfilm recently. Confirmed that the Taika Waititi Star Wars script is still alive. Will it happen? Who knows? That's up to Dave Filoni and Lewin Brennan. that the name?
Linwin
Brennan?
Brennan.
Brennan.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see if it happens. But he was asked about his Star Wars script, and he had this to say about film. Kathleen Kennedy referred to it as hilarious because he's that kind of guy. But he said this about his Star Wars script, quote, "I'm just trying to go back and harness a little bit more of the fun from the original films, which is what I remember from them. The stakes are very high, and there's serious things going on, but there's also a lot of fun to be had in those films. That's what I was trying to bring back. I was trying to work in a world that was a little bit separate to that because they've got so many things going on within that space. For me to do something there, it would need to be a little different and a little bit more its own thing." Now, that last part, certainly not surprising coming from somebody like Taika Waititi, who clearly always likes to do kind of his own thing, his own vision. As we know, because he completely reinvented Chris Hemsworth's Thor when he took over the reins of the Thor movies.
Yep.
To good results in Ragnarok and mixed results in Love and Thunder. But anyway, this doesn't really give us much about his movie at all. But
That's
is there someone
a whole shit
is there
ton
someone
of
that writes
coach speak, Mike. That's a shit ton of coach speak.
It's yeah, right? Like that's all this is. I put it in because this is the most he's ever said about it.
Yeah.
Right?
It is easily the most we've heard about any of it.
Is there anyone that writes a Star Wars script that isn't trying to invoke the magic of the original trilogy? Really? Like that's got everyone looks to that. Right at this point? I guess there's people that like because now there's so much more. Now there's people that are working on Star Wars that grew up with the prequels, and there's people that invested a lot into the sequels as well. So like there's so much more to look at. But I think it's pretty common to go back to the original movie or the original trilogy when you're trying to like introduce a new thing, I guess, because you want to like look at the success of those movies and like, Jesse's still in the chat. I'm sorry to say this to you or remind you of this, but like the prequels, as much as they're loved now, like they were not met with favor when they were released by critics or adult fans. Kids loved them, obviously, the younger kids at the time. But like, so I don't know that people that are Taika Waititi's age, I don't think he's looking at the prequels for inspiration, right? So
No.
like, it seems pretty obvious that he's going to try to be like taken from the original trilogy, and even saying something like, "The stakes are high, there's serious things, but there's a lot of fun." Yeah, that's why we love Star Wars. That's all of Star Wars is like that. That's why maybe Andor. Maybe there's less fun things happening in Andor, and it's all very serious things going on.
There are very
But
few
other than
fun
Andor,
things happening in Andor, Mike.
yeah. Other than Andor, that's what Star Wars is. Why we love all of Star Wars, Taika. Duh, give us something else. I'm sorry. Now I regret putting this quote in. I'm talking myself out of it. I thought it was cool when I first read it, and I'm like, what am I even talking about? This is bullshit. This whole thing.
Imagine Taika Waititi directing Andor. It would be a drastically different series.
Yeah, it would. Yes, it would. I just now thought of this, and I think that if Taika Waititi is going to make a Star Wars movie, I think a great character for him to put at the center of his Star Wars movie. Go with me on this.
Okay.
Jar Jar Binks.
I feel like he could find a way to do it from his perspective.
Yes.
And, like, all I'm picturing is like Jojo Rabbit, but with Jar Jar Binks.
Okay.
And like he's just living in his own world in his head and doing this whole thing. It's like, yeah, I don't know. He could find some way to make it work.
I don't think that he would be the star or the main character, but I think if you're going to introduce like a Star Wars movie that has an ensemble, I think a Taika Waititi movie could have one of those characters be Jar Jar.
Yep.
And have it be very successful. Because Jar Jar is a goofball, right? He's a comedic relief character, which is something that Taika excels at, comedic relief, sometimes too much, as people who don't like Thor, Love and Thunder will tell you. Leans a little too heavy into the comedy sometimes. But like think about a character like Korg that he put into Thor,
And played himself.
Yeah, played by himself, but also like I don't know. I think he could crack Jar Jar in a way to like slightly reinvent the character so people our age that are still pissed at him for being in Phantom Menace or whatever would accept. Because even me, like I hated Jar Jar when I first saw him because I was like a pretentious fucking 20-year-old or whatever, and I was like, fuck this idiot. Get him out of my Star Wars. But like now I've come around and now I'm just like, yeah, he's Jar Jar Binks. He's like a lovable goofball. And so people like me would be like, I think there's a lot of people like me that are like on board for Jar Jar now. If there was like, if they put Jar Jar in a thing now, I would be excited to see Jar Jar Binks. And I never thought I would say that.
Look at the reaction
30 years ago.
At last Celebration. Look at the reaction that Ahmed Best got.
Like, everyone loves Ahmed Best. Everybody does.
Oh yeah. For someone who like the toxic ends of the Star Wars fan base ran up and down the flagpole, like he now is a beloved actor and he deserves every second of it for
Totally.
It's been great to see.
And like he as an actor has gotten like some due credit in the Star Wars realm. He hosted that YouTube Kids game show for a while. As that character, and then he was that character was it Mandalorian, or is it Book of Boba Fett? One of those shows.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah,
Kelleran Beck was his name, if I remember right.
He saves Grogu from the temple.
That's what it
was.
Yep.
Like, what a great like reward for him as an actor. But now that he's gotten like some acclaim, I honestly I'm leading the charge to bring back Jar Jar Binks in the right project in the right way. And I think Taika Waititi is a good director to do that. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to do that. I'm not trying to start a rumor that that's what his script is about, but I'm saying I think Taika as a director and Jar Jar as a character, I think could find some real Star Wars magic together.
I don't think you're crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, we've got
somebody in the chat think I'm crazy.
I mean, Jesse and Brian are in the chat, so they know you're crazy. But we've also got Travis, who's got a couple. Got a couple things going on.
All right.
Judging by how he described it, I doubt he would be a fan of any Taika Waititi directed Andor episodes. So
no. Keep him away from Andor. Although, do you remember when we talked about this? I don't remember where this came up, but this was months ago on this very podcast.
Okay.
How I said I would love to write an official Star Wars story, comic book, whatever, where Cassian Andor has to team up with Jar Jar Binks on a mission. I would love that. Like the most serious Star Wars character ever teamed up with the goofiest goofball in Star Wars history and having them like infiltrate an Imperial facility or something. It would be so funny and insane, but I think it would be great. I would love to see a team up of Cassian Andor and Jar Jar Binks. Lucasfilm, hit me up. Call me. I'll write that shit. And you won't do anything with it, but I'll write it.
You should just write it and have it ready. For the day Disney calls.
Yep.
God, I can't even imagine that.
Misa have friends everywhere. All right. That's enough Star Wars, I guess, for now.
Did you see the whole thing about apparently Daniel Logan, who played young Boba Fett, like reuniting with Jake Lloyd, who's had some hard times?
I did see that.
It was good to see Jake Lloyd back after all the, again, similar shit to Best in a different way, but like
he's also
the
got
crap he got.
Is he schizophrenic? I think Jake Lloyd is like,
he had some medical issues that
medical illness.
That definitely contributed to some of the things in the past, but to see him embraced by at least one of the other actors from the movie that was with him and that sort of thing.
it's great. I love when a character that gets shit on by the loud, toxic
Yeah.
fandom, like Kelly Marie Tran,
Yep.
right? Rose Tico. So piled on after Last Jedi. People hated her. She had to like delete her social media. Just people being cruel,
Yeah. Completely
cruel
toxic and
to her.
yeah.
Racists, misogynists, just piling on her.
Yep.
Fucking cruel people. But then she comes out at Celebration and gets a fucking standing ovation from like the real fans and not the fandom menace.
Right.
You know, I love that so much.
Well,
It makes me feel so good.
It was like
Can you?
3 or 4 celebrations ago when Hayden came back out.
Yes, same
Same
with
kind of
Hayden.
deal.
Hayden
Like,
is another example.
yeah,
Yes. Can you imagine the love, screams of joy, and tears that would be in that room if Jake Lloyd came out? If he appeared at Celebration,
they would
people would
lose it.
lose their minds.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't know. I think he would be blown away.
Yeah.
By his reception. But also like I can't imagine the anxiety that even thought would produce in him for someone who was a kid,
Yeah.
who was yelled at and screamed at about like you're ruining Star Wars and you're ruining my childhood and what the fuck is wrong with you? Like he was fucking 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ, that ruined his life for so long. But like
You could have actually made him Darth Vader.
yeah,
Like,
right.
Just yeah.
Like the absolute anxiety attack that I could imagine him having thinking about coming out on stage at Star Wars Celebration, but then the just hands down, no doubt, sheer wall of praise and screams and shouts and applause that he would get if he walked out on that stage would knock him out.
Yeah.
Would knock him out. I hope that we see that sometime. Maybe at this year's Celebration. Not this year's, next year's. 27, right?
LA. Yeah.
LA.
We still haven't gotten
Tickets on sale
a
for that
pass
yet?
for that, have we?
Yeah. Are tickets on sale for that?
I don't know.
Should we look into that?
I think we
Should
should.
be fun. I think we should. I think we should. Anyway, not talking about Star Wars anymore. Going into a miscellaneous kind of realm, kind of comic related realm. Steve, I thought this was crazy because you and I were just talking about this book because I just started reading this book. I'm almost done with my big hard cover of Sex Criminals. Big hard sex criminals.
I was going to say rethink the phrasing of that, but yeah.
Well, that's what on the cover of it. It says "Big Hard Sex Criminals."
That's glorious.
Which is what it's called.
That is absolutely
amazing. Sex Criminals, a acclaimed comic book series that I think is very good so far, from Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky, is getting a series adaptation, a television series adaptation. Emily V. Gordon and Kumail Nanjiani, who wrote the movie The Big Sick, husband and wife, along with Sei Chun, who is a writer on the show Gotham and also Once Upon a Time. They're going to be writing the series based on the comic series from Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. Kumail Nanjiani will also be appearing in the series in some way. I don't know if he'll be one of the stars, but he'll be in it. And it's already got an 8-episode order from Amazon Prime. It's not even like a pitch. Like, it's greenlit. It's happening. In 8 episodes of Sex Criminals, which, if you haven't heard Steve and I talking about it recently, it's called Sex Criminals because it's about a woman named Susie who discovers that when she has an orgasm, she stops time. Time stops. She can walk around and, like, she can move around. Everyone else is frozen. She meets another guy who has the same ability, and they, for one reason or another, start using this ability to rob banks. And that's that. I'm not going to say anything else. It gets crazier than that. It gets more sci-fi than I expected it to. But it's very good, and I think this will make an interesting series for
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, because it is like, it's real filthy. It's real dirty, as you can imagine. Like, not in a smutty way, in a funny way, a comic way,
Right.
but also in a dirty way too. Like, it's a lot of dirty jokes, a lot of sex, a lot of inappropriate visuals, for what would be an Amazon Prime prestige television series. So interested to see this. I'm very excited that it's getting an adaptation. And I'm excited to see it announced right as I'm getting into the story and enjoying it quite a bit. It's very well written. It's very funny. But like I said, just based on some of the terminology, if they embrace it fully, then boy, what a show this will be. What a show this will be.
On Amazon, nonetheless.
Yeah. It won't be for prudes, I guess. I'll just say that. Not for prudes, this Sex Criminals comic or Amazon Prime series. Kumail Nanjiani. I always say his first name wrong. Kumail Nanjiani. One of the Eternals.
It's true.
This will be his at least second comic book adaptation.
Yeah.
If he's been in more. I can't remember him right now.
Not off the top of my head, but
he was in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Fair enough.
A movie that I thought was very bad.
It wasn't great by any stretch. No.
No.
If I remember, I'm trying to. There was something else
that he was in. I thought he was good in Eternals.
Oh, you know what? He was the fake Jedi in Obi-Wan.
That's right. He was in Obi-Wan. You're right. That's kind of what I was in the back of my head too. Yep. Nice.
But not quite a Jedi.
Not quite a Jedi, but he's like a shyster, right?
Yeah.
But then he ends up being a good-hearted shyster.
Yeah.
Steve, you mentioned that you stopped into Funky Town. Did you get a comic to review?
I did.
Would you like to review it for us?
No.
Okay.
I got it and didn't read it.
You didn't read it. Okay.
No. Yeah. If you knew what the rest of my week looked like after I showed up on Wednesday, things went a little sideways. So.
Yeah. I thought either maybe you didn't read it or you thought it was so bad that you didn't want to.
No, I mean the
slander. You didn't want to commit such horrible things, to tape.
Right. Yeah. No, I thought about that aspect of it, but instead I figured, it's written by Josh Williamson, who is all over everything right now.
Yeah.
I feel like the world is now run by him, Denny Camp, and Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah.
So like that combination of those three is just, they're everywhere in comics right now.
Scott Snyder too. Yeah. He's been everywhere for a long time.
I was going to say he's like he is one of the Eternals.
Yeah. Tom King.
Yep.
Tom King's been taking some time off because he's doing actual movie work.
I was going to say
and TV
he's
show
a little busier right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be. I'm really looking forward to that movie.
Lanterns. I can't wait.
And that's March as well, right?
No, it got moved to later in the year. There's no official.
Okay.
I think it was supposed to be first half, and now it's second half of 2026.
All right.
I think so.
Either way,
boy, I can't
it looks like it's going to be good.
Either, I'll take it, man. I can't wait to get a full trailer for Lanterns.
Yeah.
Just got those like snippets in the HBO Max promo or whatever, but I also do not have a comic to review because, like I said, I hadn't gotten down to Funky Town this past week, but I hopefully will be there this week, picking up my pull and maybe a couple of these books, including Absolute Green Lantern number 11, Absolute Superman 16, All New Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider number 7, Amazing Spider-Man number 21, Archie and Army of Darkness number 1. It's going to be hard for me not to want to read Archie and Army of Darkness, number 1. Avengers 35, Batgirl 16, Batman 6, DCKO Night Fight number 4, Department of Truth number 35, Godzilla number 7, Justice Society of America 16, Logan Black, White, and Blood number 2, Magic and Colossus number 1. New series for Magic and Colossus. Nice House by the Lake number 7, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Shiver of Christmas Town number 2, Planet of the Apes versus Fantastic Four number 1. What?
That sure.
I'm in. Poison Ivy 41, Storm Earth's Mightiest Mutant number 1, Superman Chains of Love special number 1. I don't know what that is. Sounds fun. Teen Titans Go number 12, Twilight Zone number 4, Ultimate Endgame number 2, Ultimate Wolverine number 14, Uncanny X-Men 23, Vampirella 10, and Wolverine 15. Yeah, I got Poison Ivy and Batman on my pull. Going to be real hard for me not to check out that Planet of the Apes versus Fantastic Four. I don't know what that is, but that sounds good. That sounds like a good pairing to me. Because it's like, I think we were talking about when the before the movie came out, before the Fantastic Four movie came out, I had said something to you about how like Fantastic Four aren't as much superheroes as they are like adventurers and explorers, you know? So like you tell me that Fantastic Four get sucked through a wormhole in space and come out in Planet of the Apes universe or whatever, like that's great. Awesome. Yeah. That's like fitting. I see that as like a fit story for sure. Yeah, those are on my pull. Again, Archie and Army of Darkness. That sounds wild. Can't imagine what that's going to be.
No. Batman's the actual only thing on my pull here. And that's a week where that's a week where Ultimate Wolverine, Ultimate Endgame, Uncanny, and Wolverine 15 are out.
Yeah. You're not pulling any of those.
No, I may end up grabbing Ultimate Endgame, but I kind of have to read the first one first to see if it's actually worthwhile.
Yeah. What about you're not doing Absolute Superman anymore?
No, I think that was a victim of my last cull. So Batman, Wonder Woman, Manhunter.
Got to do it.
Martian Manhunter is
got to call that.
It's great.
It's so good. It's so good, and that series is ending, right? They're ending all of them except Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. The Absolutes. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I can't remember when.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long it's got. I'm sure they're going to wrap their storylines up. I would be interested in once these are out on like, I know there's collected editions of like the first arcs or whatever, but like once there's like full series collected edition of like Absolute Flash, I'm gonna pick that up.
I've heard good things about it. I love
the first few issues of Absolute Flash. Yeah. That was great. Yeah.
I didn't realize, because it's funny, I was talking to Ryan when I was down at the shop this week.
Yeah.
And Martian Manhunter originally, like, I was like, I thought this was a 6-issue mini. Like, where'd this come from?
Yeah.
And I guess they extended it to a full 12. So.
Nice. That's cool.
We'll see these.
I wasn't sure, because I thought it was originally just 6 as well. And then when they came out, but I like right around, I feel like when 7 came out was right around the time I heard that they weren't going to continue the series other than Absolute Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. So I was like, well, wait, why am I getting an issue 7? And like, how many more are we getting? But if we're getting a full second arc, then that's great.
Yeah.
If we're getting 12. Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know that I have anything else. I posted a picture on our social media. I went to see the new Sam Raimi movie, Send Help.
Yeah.
Which is not a comic book based thing at all, but you know, Sam Raimi has directed a few comic book movies in his time.
It's adjacent enough that it falls within our purview.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I'm such an Evil Dead guy. I like Sam Raimi as a director in general, like Evil Dead, Spider-Man's, whatever. Like, I'm down for some Sam Raimi, and I'll say this was a return to form.
Nice.
For Sam Raimi. Like not a full horror movie, but very scary, very insane. kind of like you don't really expect it to go where it goes.
Yeah.
I recommend it. If you're a person that likes Sam Raimi movies, it's like a desert island plane crash movie. It's a two-hander with Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. They're both very, very good. They're perfect in it together.
Okay.
She's Rachel McAdams is excellent
Nice.
in it. And they both, I think Sam Raimi is like a director he's got like a tone.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a specific tone that he knows how to hit, and I don't know that anyone else really knows how to hit it. And you've got to play into it as an actor, I think. And both Dylan O'Brien and Rachel McAdams like hit it. They like know what they're there to do.
I mean,
they're doing it.
So even from the preview from that, now that you say it, I totally understand what you're saying. Like I remember seeing the preview for that, not realizing that it was a Raimi movie. So like
it doesn't really seem like one.
No.
The trailer doesn't really feel like one.
No, it doesn't at all. So
but like the trailer's kind of vague in a way that like it's a good trailer.
Okay.
Because it does not give away what the thrust of the movie is, really, or what happens in the movie.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really great. And there's like classic, he finds ways to get them both covered in blood at some point, as Sam Raimi loves to do to his actors,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It's great if you like that kind of thing. So
Brian, for the record, that was not on our list of things to do. He asked if we went to see the wonderful documentary that came out this weekend.
Oh no, I didn't know.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No,
and I'm
it was
not going.
It was not really on our list of to-dos.
Nope. Not doing that. And you know who else is not doing that? A lot of people. A lot of people.
All but one person in England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But no, yeah. Go see the new Sam Raimi movie instead. It's great.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. And I guess that's all I got. Steve, you got anything else?
No. I would like to say, if you'd like to, take that time you're going to see that documentary and maybe turn it into listening to more of us speak, you can do that on YouTube by subscribing and leaving us any sort of comment. Really helps the algorithm, find us, suss us out from, the rest of the folks on the interwebs.
Sure does.
Or, leave a review on Apple Podcasts or your podcaster of choice.
Please do follow us on those socials.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it. So like we're gonna be around next week, right? Just a regular show next week.
Yeah.
No scheduling. Yeah, I'll be good too. Sorry. The week after that, we'll have to talk about that.
All right.
But we'll see.
And then 2 weeks after that, we might have a special show coming out. Maybe a Friday night extravaganza.
Is this something that I know about?
Yes. It's in your calendar.
Oh, at the end of the month?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's February. That's only 4 weeks away.
Okay. Well, there's a little vague tease for something fun. Something fun happening.
Something fun with a friend of the show at a venue you probably know.
That you could probably guess.
Yeah.
Yes. A live episode.
Indeed. The chat's going to be dead, though, because 2 of the people will be there.
I know. There won't be anybody in the chat.
It's going to be Travis talking to himself. Richard, maybe. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave you on that vague note. And until then, as the 2 suns set over the burnt corpses of Owen and Baru Lars, we say, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the multiverse.